Well, welcome to week 5. I think you're going to enjoy this particular unit because you're really getting along in your speech in terms of getting it organized. That's really, really critical, organization. You're always more confident when you know that you're well organized. I'd like to just speak a minute about the discussions from last week. Please note that I've put a podcast into the Ronald Reagan discussion. I'd like for you to listen to that. I just have a few points I'd like to make there. And then I did look at your topics from last week. I made some comments there. Please pay attention to what I wrote there. They just help to guide you, move you along, okay? The goals for this lesson, week 5, as I kind of indicated, is organization. Let's get organized now, okay? And to do that, I want you to be reading the chapters in the textbook about outlines, about introductions, openings, body, conclusion. Basically, your speech has 3 parts. It has the opening, and I've given you some examples to listen to. Some really good student openings. It has a body, and the body is or are the points that you're going to make. And generally, in a speech this short, there are only 4 or 5 points that you really need to make to fill out the time, okay? You make a point, and then you develop that point. Then you make another point, and then you develop that point, and you make a 3rd or 4th point, and you develop those points. So your outline should look like this, and then you're going to have a conclusion. And in a speech, you want a pretty nice conclusion, all right? So I've sent you to some student conclusions, giving you some ideas. You know, you model good behavior as parents. As writers, we model good writing. As speakers, we model good speaking. So you learn from modeling. So don't hesitate to look how other people have done this. I'm not asking you to reinvent the wheel. I'm not asking you to get up in front of 250 people and give a motivational speech. I'm asking you to give a conversational speech about a topic that you know well to an audience of your friends. That said, the speech this week that you're going to give is about organization. How are you doing with your organization? How do you think your speech will unfold? It's just a conversational speech this week. Very straightforward, but once again, you need to get organized for it. Notice I'm organized. I have an outline for this presentation. It's messy, but I know what it says. I have an outline, so I'm confident about giving this little presentation this morning. So in your discussions, I caused you to help get organized, or I help you to get organized by asking you to do some research. Don't forget I said you're much more confident when you're really, really familiar with the topic. So I want you to go to the student library at Trine online, go to the online version, look at some database articles, get to know your topic well, please. All right. I'm also causing you to listen to the very famous Lincoln-Douglas debate. Of course, there was no recording equipment back then, so it's a rendition of it. And the point here is just to hear some more really good language and to see how confrontation is handled. We're not doing debates this class. This is not a debate class, but still it's some excellent speaking. I just want you to listen to that. So overall, I'd say, as usual, if you have questions, you know how to get a hold of me. Please look at the textbook. I think it's an excellent textbook. Please pay attention to discussions. So I've been in there. I'll be working on the grading this week. I want you to stay current. I'll stay current. I am in your discussions every week, paying attention, so I'm trying to move you along carefully. So please go back and take a look at what I've said there. So please get a hold of me if you have questions.